Hello guys, this is your boy Joshua Matthew. If you are old here, thanks, and if you are new here, please kindly subscribe and turn on the notification bell to get notified anytime I upload a new video. In this tutorial, I'm going to show you how to design a church flyer like this using Adobe Photoshop. Without any further ado, let's get started. So the first thing now, I'm going to pick the color code. So Ctrl+C to copy, or you right click and copy it. Then, and my canvas area is 10 by 10 inches. That's what I'm using, and the resolution is 300. Now go to your fill color, select solid color, then Ctrl+V to paste. So having created this one now, then the second one, I'm going to my resource file. Then I'm going to select the image I'm going to use in this tutorial. Then I'm going to pick this one, and then you scale it this way. Then go to your filter, then you select blur, Gaussian blur, and over here I'm going to make it 4.2 ratio %. Then apply your layer mask and select your gradient tool over here. Make sure that here is black and white. Then now you can blend the top here. Okay, so having done this one, then I'm going to change the blending mode to luminosity, something like this. Then now we are going to select the second background image that we are going to use, so which I'm going to import this one. Now I'm going to place this one over here, then click on it. Now then change the blending mode to luminosity, and now I'm going to apply my layer mask, select your gradient tool, then blend the side here and the bottom over here. So you will have something like this. Then after this one, then go back to import this image, and I'm going to flip it horizontal. Now I'm going to take it over here like this. Then if you want, you can reduce the size. All right, then I'm going to change the blending mode to luminosity like this, and I'm going to apply my layer mask, select your gradient tool while you blend over here, then you will get this. Okay, then the next one we are going to apply then this background. Then I'll import this one, and I'm going to scale it like this. Now I'm going to change the blending mode to screen. Then after that, apply your layer mask, then select your gradient tool, and I'm going to blend the bottom over here this way, and the top I'm going to blend it. Also the side I'm going to blend it. So this is what you will have now. Then I'm going to scale it. All right, so it's okay like this. So now the next thing we are going to do now, then we are going to apply our text now. So before then, I'm going to import the church logo, then reduce the size, then position it over here. Then go to your text document, and I'm going to copy this one. Ctrl+C to copy, select your text tool, or press T on your keyboard for the text. Then we are going to change the font color to white, and close the character spacing. by 0%, then Ctrl plus V to paste, and the font I use here then is way, so I'm going to copy it, then come over here, then Ctrl plus V to paste. Now you can select the one you want, so I'm going to use medium on this one. Now reduce the font size, and the space, I'm going to reduce the space by 5%. Okay, so and the next one, then we are going to copy this one, Ctrl plus C to copy, then duplicate this one by dragging it over here to duplicate it, or you press Ctrl plus J to duplicate, and select your text tool. So you come over here to select your text tool, or you press T using your keyboard, then Ctrl plus A to select all. You can see select all over here. Then now having select all, then we are going to paste it, Ctrl plus V to paste. Then I'm going to open the character spacing, something like this. Okay, then I'm going to reduce the font size like this, and select your text tool to change the font color. So I'm going to use a color from this yellow here. Okay, now select all using Ctrl plus A, or you come to the menu and select all. Now apply vertical alignment to centralize it, then Ctrl plus D to deselect, or you come over here, you deselect. Then I'm going to apply a drop shadow on that. Then make use of multiply over here, and the distance 3, then spread 5, and this 5. So use this setting over here, then you click OK to apply it. Then after that, then we are going to copy this one, Ctrl plus C to copy, then select your text tool, and we are going to paste, Ctrl plus V to paste. All right, then come over here to close the character spacing by 0%. Now we are going to change the font to Beber's New. So this is the font we are going to use. Now I'll position it over here, then come over here and select this one, tick this one to make it more bold. All right, then you can increase the size. Then go to your drop shadow, or you can copy this one, hold your Alt key, then you drag and paste it here, so it will automatically paste it. Now I'm going to reduce this character spacing so that it will come together a little, something like this is okay. So having done this one, then I'm going to increase it a little, then Ctrl plus J to duplicate this one, then you drag it down like this using your arrow key then to arrange it. And I'm going to copy this one, Ctrl plus C to copy, then select your text to highlight it, then change the font color to white, Ctrl plus V to paste. Okay, now increase the size like this is okay. Now I'm going to select this one and this one, then apply vertical alignment to centralize it. Then I'm going to duplicate this one, Ctrl plus J to duplicate, then you drag it down, come over to your text, copy this one, Ctrl plus C to copy, then select your text to highlight this one, Ctrl plus V to paste. Then hold your shift key while you select this one, then apply vertical alignment to centralize it. Then on this one, I'm going to use the font Berbers regular. So I'm going to change this one to Berbers regular. So this is Berbers regular. So I'm going to use this one. This one is more bold. Then using the same font on this one. Then also I'm going to change this one also. Okay, so this one is more bold. Now I'm going to select the text. Hold your shift key to select, then apply vertical alignment to centralize it. Now you can drag it and arrange it properly the way you want it. So having done this one, so the next one now, then I'm going to bring the image I'm going to use. So import this image over here. Now reduce the size and drag it over here, position it over here. It's okay. Then and the next one, then we are going to play along with this image. So what we do now, then go to your select the image, then go to filter and select super slab, and I'm going to use adjust, super slab adjust. So over here now, then we are going to play with it to see the one we are going to use. This one look good, dramatic something. So I want to use something like this, but let's see how it's going to be. I think this dramatic is okay. So dramatic is okay. Then adjust to see the effect, how you are going to think. This is dark, bright, right, highlight. So any of this, then you can make any of this. So the one you want you can use. So if it is detailed, simplify, then any one you want. So but I need something different, so I'm going to use this dramatic, then apply this setting over here, then click OK to apply it. So if you need this type of setting, so after you have created it, then you can click here to save the presets. So then click OK to apply. So then you will have something like this. All right, so having done this one now, so the next one now then is the theme. Then we are going to copy the theme. Then we are going to draw a rent angle. Then draw a rent angle over here. Now this rent angle, we are going to apply a round shape to it. I think this will be okay. I don't want something too much. Let me see, 26% is okay. Now apply the color red or something like this. Then I'm going to zoom in. Now then we are going to apply a stroke to it. Then go to your stroke to apply a stroke. Now under this layer style, then I'm going to use this 3% and the opacity I will leave it at 85%. Then click OK to apply it. Alright, so having created this one now, select your text tool. Then we are going to paste the text we copy, then Ctrl+V to paste, and over here I'm going to change it to railway. Now I'm going to make it semi-bold, then flip it horizontal, vertical, then reduce the size and place it over here. Okay, So now go back again, and we are going to copy this one. Ctrl plus C to copy, then select your text tool and Ctrl plus V to paste. Over here, then change it to 0%, and we are going to change the font to Berbers New. Now change the font to Berbers New, then you will have something like this. Then remove the character spacing by 0% and reduce the font size. Then take it over here and place it. So the next one, I'm going to copy this one. Ctrl plus C to copy, then select your text tool, or Ctrl plus J to duplicate this one. You bring it down. Now select your text tool, Ctrl plus A to highlight, then Ctrl plus V to paste. So then we are going to increase the size, something this way. Then select the tool here and apply vertical alignment to centralize it. So now I'm going to reduce the size of this rectangle. Then on this one, I'm going to import this image and reduce the size. Then you bring it over here. Then right click and create a clipping mask. So then this will be the outcome of it. So on this text, then okay, here is already selected for boldness. So having created this one now, so the next thing, then I'm going to import this light flare here, and I will hold my Shift key while I reduce it this way. Then you reduce the size, bring it over here, you position it and change the blending mode to screen. Then you will have something like this. Then if you want it to be more, then you can hold your Shift key then and increase this way. So drag it up. Now right click on this one once again and create a clipping mask. So use your arrow key then to set it like this. Now this is the outcome of this one. So then I'm going to select the theme and the rectangle, then bring it this way to centralize it. Okay, then the next one, we are going to create a cycle. Go to your tools here, then you select an ellipse tool. Then we are going to draw a perfect cycle by holding your Shift key, something this way. Now then press Z to apply zoom in. Okay, so over here I'm going to copy the color I use for that and click here to open the fill color, then Ctrl plus V to paste, and we are going to apply a layer style. But before then, I'm going to duplicate this one, Ctrl plus J to duplicate, then apply white color on this one, and then we are going to reduce the size this way. So turn this one off for now while we work on this one. Then click on this, go to your blending option. So over here we are going to use the bevel, inner bevel smooth, and the setting here is 115. Then the size here is 3%. So but on this one I'm going to change the size to 16. So you can see the effect of it now, 16, and apply a drop shadow, Then on the contour here, then I'm going to use this contour, so it will bring a difference over them. Then go to your drop shadow, and the drop shadow here, then leave this setting like this and come over to the distance. I'm going to change the distance to 9, and the spread I'm going to use 6, while the size I'm going to make it 11%. So then this is the outcome of it. Now click OK to apply it, and turn on the white one we created. Then you can reduce the size a little. This way is okay. All right, now we are going to import this image over here. Then click on it and import it. So reduce the size of the image. Now right click and create a clipping mask. So over here is the outcome. You can adjust it the way you want it. All right, then I'm going to select these ones. Hold your shift key while you select it. Then I'm going to group this one so that I will not mix up with it. Then Ctrl+J to duplicate it. Now I will drag this one over here. Then this image, select it. So we are going to remove the image, then import this one. Now reduce the size, place it over here, reduce the size. Now then right click and create a clipping mask. So think it's okay like this. So if you want it more bigger or smaller, then that is the same way you do it. Then duplicate this one again, Ctrl+J to duplicate. Now we are going to create the third one. Then you bring it over here, and the image we are going to delete it and import this one. Then reduce the size, place it over here, something this way. So anyhow you want it. Then if you want it more bold or more smaller, then you do the same thing. So now I'm going to create a clipping mask to clip it inside, and after that I'm going to change this color to black, or select this color to change it to black. And so then this is, we have the same background with others. Then we will close it. Now the next thing I'm going to do, then I'm going to draw a right angle from this position then down to this position. Okay, so having done this one, then you can bring it down. So I think here will be okay. Then go to your property, and I will turn off this link. Then this button line, I'm going to make use of 22% by 22%. So then this is how it's going to come out. So after that, then we are going to use this color on it, Ctrl+C to copy, then right double click, then Ctrl+V to paste. So at the same time, you can get a color from here by clicking on any of these to get the same color. All right, so having done this one, then we are going to our text tool, and we are going to copy this name. So don't forget, we still have to get the speaker's name. Then select your text tool and Ctrl+V to paste, and we are going to change the font to Railway and make it semi-bold. Now reduce the size, then you place it over here. Then this is what you will have. Now I'm going to hold my shift key to select the tool, then Ctrl plus J to duplicate it, and I'm going to drag it to position it over here. It may not be perfect the way you want, but ensure that you did it well. Then I'm going to highlight this one, while I'm going to copy this one, then Ctrl plus V to paste. Now we are going to reduce the font size like this. Then do the same thing, hold your shift key while you duplicate it, and we are going to move this one to this position. Then come over here to copy the name, Ctrl plus C to copy, and then we are going to select the name, select your text tool, highlight it, then Ctrl plus V to paste. Right, now hold your Ctrl key or your Shift key while you select this one and apply vertical alignment to centralize the name. So now that we are done with this, so I'm going to delete. There is a word I add here, so I'm going to delete it. Hold your Shift key while you select the tool, then apply vertical alignment to centralize the name. Okay, so having done this one, now we are going back to this image. We are going back to this image. Draw a rectangle, and from here, something like this. And we are going to change the color to either from the background here, and reduce the opacity like this is okay. And we are going to copy this, Ctrl plus C to copy, and select your text tool, Ctrl plus V to paste. Change the font color to red, and I'm going to use the font Scriptner, something like this. Then reduce the size and position it over here. Then go back to your text and copy the name, select your text tool. Now we are going to paste this one, Ctrl plus V to paste, and change the font to Railway. And over here, before then click OK to apply it before you change the font. Make it semi-bold and the font color white. Now we are going to reduce the font size. So okay, like this. So then the next one now we are going to do, then we are going to grade the time and date. So over here I'm going to copy this one, Ctrl plus C to copy, then and I'm going to import the icon for the date. So over here you import it, then reduce the size, place it over here, zoom in. All right, then we are going to our image, then you select adjustments, select hue and saturation, or you press Ctrl plus U to change the color. And over here now we are going to select our text tool and paste this one. So the font I'm going to use here, I'm going to use the font Bebas. So use the Beba regular. and I'm going to scale out the size like this. Then come over here to make a copy of this one. Then copy this one first. Select your text tool once again and Ctrl+V to paste. And on this one, I'm going to change the font to yellow or orange color like this. You can reduce the size. Then you bring it over here. Ctrl+J to duplicate it, and you drag this one down. Then select your text tool while you highlight it and copy this one. Ctrl+C to copy, then Ctrl+V to paste. So having done this one, so the next one, then we are going to copy the time. Ctrl+C to copy, and we are going to import the time icon. So this is the icon, and we are going to reduce the size. So Ctrl+U for hue and saturation, then drag this to apply the color. And now, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to select my text tool. Then you click here, Ctrl+V to paste, and I will change the font color to white. So over here. So now I'm going to select the date and the time. So from here, hold your shift key while you select it and increase the size this way. Alright, then I think the whole thing here, I'm going to increase the size, drag it up. There are things I need to avoid, so while I do the selection, this one, then select this one, then I'm going to minus this one. So all this one now, I'm going to drag it, then use your arrow key while you move it up. We are trying to create a space where our dates, the location will be placed. Okay, then this one, bring it down, and I'm going to adjust this one also. Alright, then you bring this one down this way. It's okay over there. Then we are going to draw a rent angle over here like this. Then change the color, drag it up. Change the color to red or something like this. It's okay. And we are going to apply layer mask. Select your gradient tool, then you blend over here and here. Okay, then import this icon, and we are going to reduce the size. Then you place it over here. Then do the same thing to change the color. Then come over here to copy the address and select your text tool, Ctrl+V to paste. Now we are going to reduce the font size. So then I'm going to adjust this one over here, then go to this rectangle, alright. So the last thing now, then go back to your resource file, and I'm going to bring this light here, then you position it over here, then flip it this way like this. Then I'm going to change it to screen, and here I'm going to drag it down. Then I'll position it over here. Alright, so and the other one, I'm going to bring this one, then and I will position this one around here and change the lights to screen. Then you take it up somewhere around here. So this is the outcome of it. Alright, so we have come to an end of this tutorial. Thank you so much for following. Please don't forget to subscribe, then like and share. So if you want to order for any flyer, please you can go to my Fiverr account. The link is in the description, and order any of your flyer. Also, if you want to create a Fiverr account, the link is also there. Then you can click on the link to create your Fiverr account. I also use TubeBuddy to optimize my video. Then all the link is in the description. Go there, tap on it to create your TubeBuddy account. Thank you so much for following. Remember, don't forget to subscribe, like and share. I really appreciate it. Once again, this is your boy Joshua Matthew. Thank you all for following.